Hi, this is John Delony with Ramsey Network. It is awesome to see you, and I hope everybody's doing well and staying together. Today we're going to talk about relational health and mental health during the great disconnection, right? When we're all being told to stay inside, we're all stuck where we are, and we're trying to figure out how to navigate the world by ourselves in our one-bedroom apartments. We're having to navigate the world with two people working from home and kids everywhere, or single-parent homes and kids everywhere, and just figuring it all out, right? So we're going to talk about relational health and mental health today. First, how to stay healthy, help us avoid getting this coronavirus. It is super clear. Stress, lack of sleep, and disconnection make us more likely to get sick, okay? Stress, disconnection, and lack of sleep. So it's important for us to try to minimize stress as much as possible. And I know that sounds ridiculous when you're stuck inside your house, right? And you've got kids everywhere, you're lonely, you may have been one of the millions of people who just got laid off, right? So it sounds kind of trite and lame just to be like, hey, keep your stress down, right? There are things we can do, and we start with getting connected, okay? We are designed to be connected to one another. We're designed to be in connection with friends, our community, our romantic partners. We're designed for connection. So first and foremost is find ways to get connected. And if you're like me, proactively getting connected is weird. It can be uncomfortable. What I'm telling you is you have to do it. This is non-negotiable. You got to find people you can get connected with. That could be folks that you used to work with. That could be folks that used to be roommates in college. I don't care where you're getting connected, but get connected. And by the way, don't be one of those weird people in the Nextdoor app that's just complaining about everything. Do positive connections, right? Get involved with a local church, stream something, but find ways to get connected. Even if it's writing letters to folks and you're waiting to get connected back, just get connected. The second thing is, gotta work on getting some sleep, okay? That means at about 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, about an hour out from when you go to bed, turn the computers off, turn the screens off, and start a routine for going to sleep, right? That may mean turning the lights down in your house, reading a little bit, saving your place where you go to bed, like saving your bed just for sleeping, right? But get a good sleep routine and start working on getting good sleep, okay? Third, reducing your stress is going to be about making sure you've got the four walls covered, right? Making sure your transportation is covered, your house is covered, your food is covered, and that your utilities are covered. If you have to file for unemployment, if you got to do some of these things, I want you to go to daveramsey.com/hope. They got all the information you need about the four walls, about your finances, but make sure those things are covered, and you're going to feel yourself, once you know you got a place to sleep, you got food on your table, the people that you care about are taken care of, and you can get to and from the places you need to go, your stress just goes down, right? And then you can start focusing on sleep, start focusing on connection, things like that. By the way, I talked about this on the Message of Hope. Keep sending funny memes. You gotta keep sending funny memes. Number one, I need them, but laughing is good for your soul, okay? Laughing is good for your soul. Next thing, if you were like me, dude, I'm mainlining gummy candy. I just wake up every day. I used to be really disciplined about my diet. I was really disciplined about working out all the time. I've got folks in my life who are drinking way more than they normally do. I'm eating more candy, more junk food, man. Every day I get home, I'm like, hey, you want to order pizza? Hey, you want to order pizza? I've had more burritos today than I've had in the last calendar year. Not really. My mom calls it the COVID-19, right? That we're going to all add 19 pounds when this thing is all over. And then we're going to be facing a diabetes epidemic on the back of this. Do the best you can to control your diet, eat well, exercise where you can, right? And really be careful about drinking too much in this time. The more you're alone, the more you're stressed, the easier eating and drinking start to compress that stuff, but it just numbs it out, man. And when you start numbing it out, you got a price to pay later on down the road. And then I'm getting this question, how do we exercise when we're stuck inside? I want to encourage you to get online. There are a bajillion how to work out at homes, body weight exercises, how to go for walks outside and exercise. So you may see me going for walks, and then I'll drop down and do 25 or 50 push-ups, and then I'll go for a further walk down the way, and I'll bench press my kid on the side of the road. I'm doing whatever I can. I know I look weird. My kid, my 9-year-old or 10-year-old, he just turned 10 the other day, Hank told me I was carrying my kids down a busy street in a wheelbarrow as a part of a workout for me, as part of a fun thing for them. And my son looked at me and he's like, Dad, this is super embarrassing right now. And I was like, I don't even care. You know who your dad is. This is how this is gonna be for a while. Because we're locked in our house and I can't go to the gym. So whether it's taking your kids down the street in a wheelbarrow, whether it's doing workouts at home, if you're in some of these major cities that have lockdown orders, you can't even go outside, get online, find a workout program, and just stick with it, and stick with it, and stick with it. Exercise is a good way to clear your head, clear your heart, and clear your mind. It helps you with sleep at night. It can put you on a trajectory towards eating better, and it's just good for your soul, right? And then finally, with relational health, we talk a lot about being connected. You can be disconnected inside of a crowded house. And if you're like me, when I get stressed, I tend to withdraw and I tend to pull away. When my wife gets stressed, she tends to start making lists. And what we can do if we're not careful is become lonely in a crowded space. Or if you are stuck in a one-bedroom apartment and you don't even have pets, this isn't lonely anymore. This is every alarm they have is going off. This is pathological. This is scary loneliness, right? Reach out to people that you care about, but be intentional about connecting. And I say this all the time, but communication is not connection. Like in my house, when me and my wife are working on homeschooling and we're working on what dinner's gonna look like and how can we split up the chores and I gotta go pick up this stuff from the store and she's gotta do that. That's communication. That is not connection. Communication is what we do at work. We transmit information. Connection is sitting down, holding somebody's hands, looking them in the eye and saying, how are you doing, right? Or if you're by yourself, that is FaceTiming somebody that you haven't talked to in a while and looking them in the eye the best you can and saying, how are you doing? Or that's writing a letter to say, I miss you, and here's why you're important to me, so that somebody can get that letter and hold it and touch it, and it's tangible, and it makes an impact on their hearts and their mind. Make sure you're connecting. Tonight, a good friend and musician here in Nashville, Andy Gullahorn, is doing a 90s country concert on Facebook Live or Instagram Live or one of the internet's things. My wife and I, she loves 90s country. I'd rather set myself on fire, but we're doing it because we're connecting tonight, and we're gonna watch this virtual concert together. That's connection, not communication, right? So make sure you connect, honor those relationships. So during this moment, I'm calling the great disconnection, where the best things we can do for our neighbors, we're told, is to stay away from them, right? Make sure that you find ways to move into exercise, whether you can go outside and walk or you're doing one of these in-house online programs, right? Find a way to keep moving. Make sure you are sleeping. Make sure you are doing the things that you can do, that you can control to lower your stress, and make sure you're taking care of those relationships. You're connecting. Not just transmitting information and communicating, but that you're connecting. Stay well, and I'll see you soon. Take care.